Good morning, everyone. Hope you all are fine. So, today we are going to discuss a new topic, that is Introduction to the French Revolution. So, in this topic, we are going to talk about the French Revolution and how it occurred, what are the causes behind that, and many more. So, if you people are planning for the competitive examinations, as well as if you are planning for the class 9 examination, so class 9 CBSE, basically they'll be getting benefited if they are going to listen to my lecture today. So let's start with the chapter Introduction to the French Revolution. The French Revolution was a period of profound social and political upheaval in France from 1789 to 1799. This tumultuous period resulted in the overthrow of monarchy and the establishment of the first French Republic and the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. So, as we all know very well, that the French Revolution was started in the period 1789 to 1799. This period was very difficult for the monarchy because they were thinking about ruling their entire kingdom according to themselves, but they were not thinking about the people, those who were residing in that kingdom. So the establishment of the the first French Republic happened due to this, and how the Napoleon Bonaparte introduced himself, and how the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte happened, that we'll understand in this chapter. So let's start with the historical content, causes of the French Revolution. See, we know very well that the various causes of the French Revolution made the rise of French Republic. So what were the causes behind that? That we have to understand. Let's start with the point 1, financial crisis. So the France faced a crippling financial crisis due to the extravagant spending by the monarchy and costly wars. This led to a growing discontent among the people. So the people were facing huge amount of discontent. The reason behind that was they were forced to give huge taxes. See, we all know very well that there were three basic, you can say, states: clergy, then nobility, and the third one was commoner. So commoner were the people, those who were the peasants or the small artisans and all. So they were forced to give the taxes to the different and for various works which was happening by the which was actually done by the monarchy. They were not happy with that because they were the people who were overburdened with the taxes. So, social inequality. French society was divided into three estates, which I have already explained, with the clergy and nobility enjoying privileges while the peasantry and commoners bore the brunt of the burden. Third, Enlightenment ideals. The ideas of the Enlightenment, emphasizing reason, liberty, and equality, inspired calls for political and social reforms. Even the weak leadership of the monarchy led to the people think about themselves. King Louis XVI was a weak and indecisive ruler, unable to address the growing grievances of the people, leading to a lack of confidence in the monarchy. The storming of the Bastille. Now, as we all know very well, that Bastille was the main focal point of the monarchy. People were showing their unrest there. So, the growing unrest happened there. The French people were increasingly frustrated by the king's lack of response to their demands for reform. So, the Bastille was a symbol of monarchy's oppressive power and became a focal point for the popular anger. The storming. On July 14, 1789, a crowd of Parisians stormed the Bastille, symbolizing the beginning of the revolution. The Declaration of Rights of Man and of the Citizens. After the unrest which happened in the Bastille, the Declaration of Rights of Man happened, a foundational document of the French Revolution, proclaiming liberty, equality, and fraternity as the rights of all citizens. The documents proclaimed the natural rights of the man as liberty, property, security, and resistance to oppression. It established the principle of popular sovereignty. What was the impact of this? The declaration had a profound impact on the courses of the revolution, inspiring other revolutionary movements around the world. What was the legacy behind that? The Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizens continued to be a vital document for promoting human rights and democratic ideals. The Reign of Terror. Now, the Reign of Terror occurred. Rise of Jacobins. Jacobins were having it's a club. It was a club which was very famous. So, the radical factions of the revolution, the Jacobins, gained control of the government during the Reign of Terror. Maximilien Robespierre. Robespierre became the leader of the Jacobins and they instituted a policy of extreme measures, including the use of guillotine to eliminate opposition. The guillotine, thousands of people, both real and perceived enemies of the revolution, were executed during the Reign of Terror. The end of the Reign of the Terror in 1794 with the execution of the Robespierre, bringing a period of relative stability to France. Now, the rise of Napoleon Bonaparte. He was military genius. Napoleon Bonaparte rose to the prominence as a brilliant military commander during the French Revolution. Coup d'etat. Napoleon staged a coup d'etat in 1799, seizing power and establishing himself as the first consul of France. Expansion and conquest. Napoleon's ambition led him to expand France's territory through a series of military campaigns across Europe. Napoleonic Code. Napoleon introduced a new legal code that unified France's legal system and influenced legal systems worldwide. The legacy of the French Revolution. End of monarchy. The French Revolution led to the end of the French monarchy and the establishment of a republic. Rise of nationalism. The revolution sparks a sense of the national unity and identity in France. Spread of ideas. The ideas of liberty, equality, and the fraternity spread throughout Europe and influenced other revolutions. Now, reforms. What reforms occurred? The revolution led to the significant reforms, including the abolition of feudalism and the creation of the more representative government. What is the conclusion? The impact of the French Revolution. Social change occurred, spread of democracy and global impact. So basically this chapter is very important chapter where you people have to go through the entire chapter of your book as well and go through each and every line, but for quick revision and to understand the gist of this particular topic, you people can listen to this video, see this video, listen to me again and again. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for contacting and also communicating with me. I hope that you people will understand the facts which I have already explained. So we'll meet in the next class. Thank you. Bye.